everybody, welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. How you doing? It's a beautiful rainy Monday here in Peterborough, Ontario. It's kind of cold out. We're getting ready for the winter. It's already been snowing a bit. It's all good. But yeah, stuff and things. I had a lot of stuff and things happen this weekend. So, I think the last video I put up was my sound check from Jethro's. Yeah, that my first residency gig at Jethro's. That was good. It was a learning experience for sure. First gig is always a learning experience. It's not my first gig. That's the thing, is I don't know, it's weird. A lot of people think I'm new at this stuff, and it's like, I've been doing this for most of my life, but yeah, it was cool. It was, the first, it's the gigs between 6 and 8, right? So it's kind of like half matinee kind of show, right? But it's right at the dinner hour. So nobody really came out until 7. Like, I had, there was the people who were there from 6 till 7 were my buddy Justin, who I go to church with, and his dad and his dad's friend. And maybe James Miranda came by to drop me off some more copies of my latest album, my latest CD, The Actor and the Criminal, on Cryptid Covenant Records. So if you want one of these, I got three of them. Message me, leave me a comment. We'll figure something out, and I'll get one of these to you if you want one. I can get more of these made too. So I'm not sure what I got to charge for them yet, because I have to pay for those per unit. It's not really like a record deal. It's like they're not paying for my records. It's just like a dude. It's like a 20-year-old guy who runs a recording studio, so, and can make stuff, but it costs him, so I gotta pay it too. So that's the world of DIY, right? So it's all good. But yeah, so the first half of the show, I kind of went through a bunch of songs. For the last year, maybe 2 years, I've only been performing using my harmonicas. Like, I've only been bringing harmonicas to a show and playing an amplified harmonica and singing songs, and that works really well. I can definitely do a whole show of nothing but that. But I've been really getting into slide guitar playing again lately, especially after trying that National Duolian over at Justin's house. Man, I became one with that instrument. It was it was dreamy. But Justin, now, the guitar that I play, I have a couple guitars, but my slide guitar is this one, and it's a Gretsch Jim Dandy, and these are kind of new guitars, but they're made in an old parlor style, and the sound hole is really small, and I guess enough people who are like me kind of picked up one of these instruments but wanted a sound hole pickup for it, so I guess Gretsch made a sound hole pickup specifically for the Jim Dandy model, which is this classy little buddy here, that Justin lent me. I'm hoping he'll sell it to me, but he lent it to me, and it's just it's got a tape it all to the back. It's got a plug-in thing. I was holding on with electric tape. I got to get some stronger tape, but yeah. So that was cool, playing that, and between that, now I also had to, I haven't pulled out my guitar to take to a gig in a long time, and so I pulled out my acoustic guitar case, and lo and behold, years ago, now the slide I've been I mostly use. I have a couple slides. I have this. This is an old slide I made by busting a wine bottle and scratching it on the pavement until it became a guitar slide, like not sharp. And I've been using this forever, but a bunch of years ago now, Bone Daddy, when he sent me a microphone, he sent me a couple slides, and this has been my main slide. It's this little Coricidin bottle or medicine bottle, kind of like Dwayne Allman used to use, just a medicine bottle. It fits perfectly. It's really great. This is an amazing slide. I love it. But the one slide that he sent me this slide, and it's like literally the best slide I've ever used. He called it the Knucklehead slide. I guess he found a bunch of these and was selling them off his website for like $5 a pop. And it used to be bright and shiny, but I got it down to a nice patina now. But yeah, this is it. The Knucklehead slide. Look how thick that is. This is a heavy chunk of metal. Like you could put this, you could do damage with this if you hit somebody with it. Not that I'm gonna do that or anything like that. But yeah, this Knucklehead slide is just amazing. And yeah, Justin said between this and the pickup in my little guitar, I kind of made the guitar sound like a steel body guitar. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm convinced on that for sure, but it sounded good, and that's what matters. So yeah, I kind of played like between 6 and 7. I kind of played just some random songs and took a little break at 6:30, and then people started coming in, and I just got up and played. Nobody was there really, other than Justin and his dad and his friend for first hour. So I just played all the songs I'd played before again, and played the rest of my set. I didn't get to do my whole set, but I had a lot of songs written down. So, and there's also like things to take into account. Like there's a band that comes in to perform from 8 until 10. So I actually got to be off the stage by 8 o'clock. And I'm kind of when I had all my stuff. Like it's weird. Like I've been so used to traveling minimally with just my harmonicas, but I had my guitar, I had my accordion, I had 2 microphones, my amplifier, my harmonicas. Like I just had so much stuff. It was like when I got out on the street, like when I was actually carrying it all downtown, I was like, I can't. What did I do? What did I do? What have I done? But it was all good. It's just a learning experience. Next time I'll know to travel lighter. But yeah, so it was a good first gig for sure. Now the other stuff and things that happened this weekend. There's been some bad stuff this weekend, but I'm not really going to talk about that. Just some interactions and things like that with people I've had, but it's all good. The other great thing that happened this weekend is the Cornbread Choir got together last night to practice, and it was like the first time in like 2 months we've all been together to practice, and maybe not 2 months, but it's been a while, and so we were practicing, and it was sounding good, So Keegan, our guitar player, he set up a microphone in the middle of the room, like it's one of those all encompassing microphones. They used to, like, the way things used to go is they used to have one mic in the middle of the room, and they would position the musicians to suit like how far they were from the mic to get the sound, like get the mix right. It was all about positioning the musicians, and now it's kind of turned into miking the instruments, right? And it's all like a big complicated thing, miking every drum and all the amps and stuff, um, and the Silverhearts actually tried to record like a one microphone deal, like record like that, and we just wasted hours and hours of time trying to do it. It never worked. So, but last night at rehearsal, the Cornbread Choir banged out 12 songs onto Keegan recorded it on this one microphone. We did one song and then we listened to it and then positioned our like got a new seating arrangement and then it sounded great. It sounded great. Like this recording we did last night, it's good enough to I've heard records that are way worse. You know, we could package that, and put it out as our demo tape. I mean, we're probably gonna do it a couple times and get the best one, but yeah, it was like recording with the band is easy and fun. It's not going to be a complicated affair, so that's cool. Um, but yeah, we're looking at some gigs at a coffee shop on Hunter Street as well, that we may or may not play, depending on, like it's funny because one element of the band has one idea that completely makes sense and completely works, and I get it. And then there's another element of the band that is like, I can't do this because I got like work and this and that, and I'm committed to this, and I don't have any energy to do another gig every week, kind of thing. And I understand that too, 100%, right? So so I'm agreeing with, like, I'm having separate conversations with two people and seeing their points of view and agreeing with both points of view. And it's mainly just from experience, right? Like, it's just from, I know that. I've been there, and, but after it was all done, I made sure to be straight with, I said, like to the one person, I had a conversation with the other person, and it was exactly the opposite of the one I had with you, but I agreed with them just as much as I agreed with you. But I just wanted you to know why, so it was like that. But it was all good, it's good to be honest and straight with people, Um, yeah, so we got a good recording anyway. If we couldn't record anymore for some reason, we have a good recording, so that's cool. Um, so yeah, it was an eventful weekend. I had a visit from my friend Charlie, Charlie Petch from Toronto, doing a show at the Theatre on King. Um, Mel Malarkey gets the Bums Rush. If you ever hear of it, get a chance to see it. It's a good show. It's a great show. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah, it's weird though. There, yeah, it's. I'm not going to talk about it. There's been a lot of weirdness in Peterborough over the weekend. Let me just say that. There's somebody who's kind of come back to town who kind of did everybody in town dirty, and it's been difficult because they've made their presence very prominent. Uh, but whatever, it's all good. Um, you know, you gotta forgive people, right? You gotta, this person did me awful dirty, but I gotta forgive them. It's a death sentence if you don't. It's you gotta forgive. You gotta forgive everybody, right? And whether whether you think they deserve it or not, you gotta find it in your heart. You gotta think about Jesus. He forgave all. He forgave all of the people who were torturing and killing him. They did the worst to him. They did everything imaginable to him. And what did he say? Forgive them, Father. They know not what they do. You know, and so it's good to take that attitude. I find. It's hard. It's definitely hard. I had a verbal interaction with this person, and it was something that I instantly felt like, why did I do that? But I also know why I did it. So, But yeah, you gotta forgive. Like as much anger as I have harbored towards this person. Um, in my heart of hearts, I just want to let it go. It's not doing me any favors thinking about it, and especially having them back in town. So it's not doing me any favors worrying about it or thinking about it. And I'm not alone, and it shows. I don't know. It's been a wacky. If you you know if you've been on Hunter Street this weekend, and it's probably happening right now. um, you'd know. So, but whatever. It's all good. Um, but yeah, I hope you all have a great day. It's been an eventful 15 minutes here, I guess. Um, yeah. What was there anything else I wanted to tell you? I had a bunch of stuff. I think that's it. But yeah, anyhow, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Um, be well, stay free. God bless you, and yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see you next time.